Today we bring you one of Canada's most respected and sought-after photographers. Over the past 25 years, he's carved out an illustrious and enviable career, enviable by me. When he's not traveling internationally, photographing some of the most famous faces around, you'll find him in Toronto, where he's based, running his own studio. You've likely seen his work on one of your favorite CDs or on the cover of a magazine at your local newsstand. Or you might have seen him on the TV show Look-alike, where he was their photographer for 4 years. Clients include, and certainly not limited to, Coke, Budweiser, Sony Music, the UFC, HGTV, Nike, Adidas. I could go on. I'll stop there, though. Please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to one of my best friends and your guest speaker today, Richard Sibbald.
I wasn't a big fan of school. I mean, I loved school. I just wasn't really the best at it. But when I was in school for photography, I discovered I enjoyed learning. You know what I mean? I couldn't wait to find out the second they would explain something like fill flash and it made sense. I was like, no way, that's how they do it. You know, so it was the first time ever that I really enjoyed learning and applying things and you know, to me, I took it really seriously, and you know, I was the first one there and the last one out, and I put a lot of effort into my assignments just because you have access to a studio and lights, and you know, so I enjoyed taking advantage of all the facilities and but for the 2 years I was there, I mean, I just got totally absorbed in it. Look-alike was a TV show that was on, it's still on, but just not here, on it's E! Channel, and it was a show where, let's say you look like Lindsay Lohan a little bit, then you would come in the studio, hair and makeup would do your hair and makeup like Lindsay Lohan, wardrobe would show different things that she would wear on the set, and then at the end of the show, I would shoot the contestant as if she was Lindsay Lohan.
And you helped develop the sets. Yeah.
I was chosen. A friend of mine was doing the show before me and had to leave and suggested me, and I had an audition with the director. Not an audition, but I'd show my portfolio and everything like that and talk about what I could bring to the show, and I ended up getting being chosen for it, and I shot 4 seasons for them. Yeah, on the TV show.
And so how did it benefit your career? Is it, again, just being shooting all the time? Or was there?
Well, it just it's the exposure was priceless. You know what I mean? We've been, you know, my wife and I, we've been shopping in Montreal, and you know, you're on that show. You know what I mean? It's like you're all of a sudden, you know, I've been a photographer for 24 years, but since the show, it kind of legitimizes that I am a photographer now, based on the TV world. But yeah, for sure, the exposure is incredible. Anytime you guys get a chance to do anything where, you know, you can show what you do on such a big stage, you have to do it.
Get that exposure.
For sure. We didn't pay the greatest, but it's still on, and it was on 34 countries. You know, I got recognized in Jamaica once, so I was like, you know, yeah, for sure. That alone was the paycheck, for sure.
Excellent.
And it's fun too, because what I find too is, like, I've been doing this 24 years, so it's like Groundhog Day. Better projects, but the same mentality, same grind, you know, and then all of a sudden for 2 months a year, I'm on a TV set, and I get to work with, you know, 30 people, the same 30 people every day, and it has an office feel to it, you know. Hey, what's up? Had a cool Friday. I was given an opportunity, and I just stretched it a bit. I got a call from Sony Music in LA, and these Jack White and Alicia Keys were in Toronto filming their video for the new James Bond soundtrack. So they wanted me to go on the set and shoot them on the set, and I thought about it in the morning. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bring a backdrop, and you know, I'll try and set it up in a corner and kind of shoot them not on the director's set. So when I walked into the set, I asked to talk to the director, and you know, I said, "Hi, I'm Richard Sibbald here. I'm here from Sony LA. Where can I set up?" like as if it was already planned, you know. And he was like, let me get everyone, the crew, to build you a studio. And I was like, perfect. So then they ended up clearing a whole bunch of the. I set up the whole backdrop there, and I told them, I said, listen, when you're done with the talent, just send them over, you know, and kind of put on this whole, you know, the confidence thing, and you know, and. It ended up, you know, he was like, Rich, they're ready for you. And I'm like, okay, send them over. And then, you know, Jack White would come over, and I'm like, whoa, you know. We ended up shooting it. He was cool. I mean, I didn't, it's one of these situations, too, where he's so animated, where I just told him, I said, this is what we're working with, you know, and he just kind of zoned into his own thing, and you know, we were able to capture these images. But